The life of Tullus Hostilius, the third king of Rome, was a tapestry woven with both glory and tragedy. His story begins in the heart of ancient Rome, where a young Tullus was born into a world of honor and duty that would one day shape the destiny of a burgeoning empire. This is Rome Revisited. Join us as we explore the ancient Roman Empire from Romulus to Constantine XI. Tullus Hostilius ruled from 672 to 641 BC. He was known for his warlike character and his expansion of Roman territory. He defeated Fidenae and Veii, as well as destroyed the former mother city. He also established the College of the Fetiales, whose priests were in charge of treaties and declarations of war. Tullus' rise to power was marked by his prowess on the battlefield, earning him the respect of both soldiers and citizens alike. With each victory, he solidified his place as a fearless leader. According to ancient sources, Tullus Hostilius was the grandson of Tullus Hostilius, who had fought with Romulus and died during the Sabine invasion of Rome. Tullus would go on to contend with Numa Marcius, the son of Numa Pompilius, for the throne, where he would go on to win with the support of the people. Tullus' reign, however, was not without challenges, considering he was the total opposite of his predecessor, the peaceful and pious Numa. Tullus was instead aggressive and ambitious as he sought to restore the military glory of Rome. One notable event of his reign was the war with Fidenae and Veii, two neighboring cities that were hostile to Rome. Tullus defeated them with the help of Metius Fufetius, the dictator of Alba Longa, who was supposed to be his ally. However, Metius proved to be treacherous and tried to play both sides. Tullus punished him by tearing him apart with chariots. This episode was seen in Roman eyes as a demonstration of justice, discipline, and authority. The fierce conflict that came with the neighboring city-state of Alba Longa would test his mettle and strategic acumen, ultimately leading to a series of events that would change the course of Roman history. One of the most famous episodes of these conflicts was the Battle of the Horatii and the Curiati, a duel between two sets of triplets, one from Rome and one from Alba Longa, to decide the outcome of the war between the two cities. The Horatii were the Roman brothers, while the Curiati were the Alban brothers. The duel ended with the Roman victory of the sole surviving Horatius brother, who then in turn killed his own sister for mourning the death of her Curiatian lover. This was celebrated as an example of Roman patriotism, courage, and loyalty. One of the last acts of his reign was the final destruction of Alba Longa, the mother city of Rome, along with the transfer of all its population and institutions to Roman control. He then enrolled the Alban nobles in the Roman Senate and incorporated the Alban people into the Roman state. This marked the end of the First Latin League and the beginning of the Roman hegemony. It goes without saying that this greatly increased the size and power of Rome. In the end, the warrior king would meet his fate, leaving a legacy that would be debated and dissected by historians for centuries to come. The death of Tullus Hostilius was mysterious and tragic. According to some sources, he was struck by lightning after he neglected the worship of the gods and tried to imitate the piety of Numa Pompilius. It is said that he was killed by Jupiter himself, who was most angry with his impiety. According to other sources, he died of a plague that afflicted Rome at that time. Despite the trials, Tullus was a visionary. His 31-year reign saw the expansion of Roman territory, defeating many of the enemies of Rome, and the destruction of Alba Longa. He also established the College of the Fetiales and built the Curia Hostilia, the first Senate house and a grand spectacle that showcased the might of Rome and brought the people together in celebration. He was a man whose life encapsulated the essence of a civilization on the rise. Yet, as with many tales of power and glory, tragedy struck. Tullus Hostilius faced much internal strife, and the weight of his decisions bore heavily on his conscience. His legacy became a complex mosaic of triumphs and regrets. Of all the 7 kings, his time as the third king of Rome was one of the most warlike and ambitious. He left a legacy of military glory but also of violence and impiety. He was succeeded by Ancus Marcius, the grandson of Numa Pompilius, who restored the religious and civil laws of his grandfather. As we gaze upon the ruins that echo with the whispers of the past, let us remember Tullus Hostilius, a leader who faced the challenges of his time with courage and determination, leaving an indelible mark on the eternal city of Rome. His legacy lives on, and so could your knowledge about such fascinating pieces of history. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more captivating content about ancient Rome. Dive into the past and keep the spirit of antiquity alive. This is Rome Revisited.